Enjoy the show, everyone!
Well, hello there, and welcome to the Heat Army Podcast Live. We're coming to you live from Gateshead International Stadium for full match commentary between Gateshead and Brackley Town. These two teams had many a battle in the National League North. Now there's a battle on the hands for Gateshead to get back to winning ways. I've seen a stat today that wasn't the greatest. I think it's 14 or 15 games now without a win, and that's the second highest in Europe. Only a team in the the Cypriot League has lost more than Gateshead. So hopefully this can be the day where they turn it around after two promising performances of late, but they need to get on the score sheet and keep themselves in front for 90 minutes. My name's David Gaddis. I'm joined by Mark Rovers, who will be with me very shortly. And we do have the team news. The teams, Brackley's already went into the dressing room already. Gateshead still going through one or two last-minute preparations. And we're about 12 minutes away from kickoff, I make it. And I would say a big thank you to everyone that has joined us here this afternoon. Remember, you can watch the game if you're living abroad. You can watch it on, the Zone. That's it. It's that long since we've been here with all the games that have been off due to weather, of course. Also, as well, we'd like to say that the pitch is looking absolutely fantastic. There has been covers on it this week. Obviously, with the help of Newcastle United ladies, who have an important game themselves here tomorrow. But the pitch, with all the recent water and ice and cold weather that we've had, is looking pretty good, and there's no problems that way on. So there's no excuses at all. And we've got a few messages have come in already. We've got someone's asking if the game was on. Yes, it is. And Ken Webster's going for 2-1 win to the Heat. And my Hall of Fame nomination for the ladies is for Carly Salmon, who made 100 appearances before the club was disbanded. Well, it's coming back, I believe. Afternoon, 3 points, Dave, says Craig. Thank you very much. And of course, you'll be able to see on the screen that we are starting the inaugural inductees for the Gateshead FC Hall of Fame on the 18th of April at the Social Club. And it'll be the Player of the Year Awards as well. And there'll be a public vote for who's going to be going in, along with 3 that we've picked already that will be announced very, very soon. So please do hit like and subscribe, and it'll be really good if we can have you join us. And say on the evening, be very good. We're going to raise money for the foundation and for the Supporter Society. And well, Mark is back with me after his slight panic. And how are you doing, Mark?
I'd be good if I hadn't just deleted everything I've just done in preparation for tomorrow's Sunday Sun. Yeah, no, good to be back. I'm not going to lie, didn't expect this to be on, given the weather that we've had this week. And fair play to Gateshead and Newcastle United women for the hard work that's gone into the pitch and getting this game on. It's the pitch is a little cut up in some places, but look, I think the vast majority is more than playable.
Yeah, I think there's obviously the near touchline to us, so can't see exactly. A little bit on the far touchline as well. I think that is probably more a case of the amount of water that did come through this pitch in recent weeks, and of course the frost. But there has been covers on, and it does looks to be where there's probably been weights down on the covers to hold it, and the patches have maybe not held up that well down there, but considering the time of year, Mark, it's a proverbial carpet for this time of year. There's only a handful of little patches isn't too bad going considering the weather.
Look, to get a game on's a big plus. There's not too many going on in the region today in the northeast. There's a lot of games off across a number of levels. So I think we are. I'm not going to say lucky because it's not lucky, is it? It's just hard work that's gone into it and preserving this playing surface. And let's hope it stands up. The weather's not too bad at the moment. Yes, it's chilly, but we are seeing what I believe they call blue skies.
Yes, I was wondering what that fiery thing was in the sky. It's not exactly warm, but it's up there. As I say, it is February. We shouldn't be shocked that there is bad weather, but I think there's 41 days with constant rain. So it has been quite dull and drab. And likewise on the pitch, Mark, 14 games now without a win. there's been a lot of work done since the early stages of January, and a lot of time on the training pitch, a lot of players brought in, a lot of things happening behind the scenes. It's now time for that to start to pay off, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been a big change, obviously, with the management change, and obviously there's been a lot of players have gone out and a lot of players coming in, and that process is still ongoing. By the way, this isn't the squad. I think that'll end the season. I think there'll be more coming in over the next month if players can be moved on. But you look at it and think there is a bit of hope there, and I know it doesn't sound that way because of the way things have gone recently, the fact they haven't won a game, as he said. But I think it'd be a little bit disingenuous not to actually look to the fact that there has been an upturn in performances, there have been improvements. Admittedly, it hasn't yet flowered into results, but hopefully that can come from a Gateshead point of view. But we look at Brackley again, we look at their side. There's a number of players in that squad that have shone at a higher level, that have impressed at a higher level, that have Football League experience. They have a lot of stalwarts in there. The likes of Danny Newton's, Michael Nottingham's, obviously Gareth Dean and Shane Byrne on the bench as well. Shane Byrne, who scored that wonder goal against
From the halfway
Gateshead
line, yeah.
in the playoff playoff eliminator round in the National League North, and was a stalwart of that side that pushed Gateshead all the way in that title race a couple of years later. So this is going to be a dangerous game for Gateshead. But it also should be looked at as an opportunity to get that win that will hopefully help them turn the corner. But again, it is going to be very, very tough.
It certainly is, but there is enough games to make it possible, and I think there's 18, 19 games now Gateshead have left to be able to try and get themselves a fighting chance of getting out of the relegation zone. I'll quickly go through the teams that we've got here. Brackley Town, in goal for them is Cameron Gregory, Jack Price, Kyle Morrison, Scott Pollock, Zach Brown, Danny Newton, Morgan Roberts, Michael Nottingham, Zach Lilly, Byron Pendleton, and Cian Harrett. On the bench is Ricardo Calder, Gareth Dean, Alistair Warby, Ben Wadusco, and Shane Byrne, Connor Hall, who we spoke about before we came on air, used to be Chorley, of course, and Ryan Haynes. And this is how the Heat line up this afternoon. Pete Jameson in goal, Brad Nicholson, Ben Radcliffe, Captain Kent Richardson returns to the starting lineup after injury, Keaton Ward, Billy Chadwick, Jacob Butterfield, Tyrell Newton, Sam Bowen, Dominic Telford gets a start, and Levi Amanchi up top. On the bench is David Ferguson, Aidan Elliott Wheeler, Joe Grayson is back on the bench as well, Mark Beck, Fenton John, Ethan Moore, who signed on loan from Sunderland till the end of the season, and Harry Chapman. And once again, Mark, yes, there's been a lot of changes in the starting lineup, but the bench has more than enough to call upon if needed.
It has. One of the things we've sort of been discussing as well is the fact that we're not sure what formation Gateshead are going to set up with. I think it may be a back three.
It does point to that way, but we don't know if possibly Tyrell Newton could play as a wing back here. So once the teams are out on the pitch and we get a grasp of the formation and shape, we'll be able to confirm that. More messages coming in. We've got Alan Guesses, but afternoon everyone. Andy Allum has sent a message saying, Davey, should the worst happen and we go down, would you still be doing watch-alongs next season? It's not a watch-along, it's called commentary. But yes, we'll still do that. We're very proud to be able to bring you this service, and as I say, let's hope we're still doing it in the National League next year. But if it is the National League North, we'll still be giving it our all, and I think we've got a lot to look forward to with the foundations that have been put down since the arrival of Robin Louis, and of course the addition of Josh Lucas has been the head of recruitment, which I think is a fantastic thing. As I say, he's a lovely lad, and I think a lot of his works went unsung over the last few years, but he's been rewarded, and we've got Ben Clark back in the fold as well. And the players that have signed are signing with the premise of that they know that if the club goes down there here next year, for the battle to come back up. So there's a lot of positives there should we go down, but at the moment, still a fighting chance, Mark.
Yeah, and the squad and this management team that they're going to fight until the end. And look, it's not great. No one can shy away from that. The situation is pretty dire. But other sides around them aren't really picking up lots of points. They haven't got away from Gateshead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to criticise the league. It's not the strongest league in at the moment. I know obviously Gateshead's on a poor run, but bar the teams outside the playoffs, or inside the playoffs, I haven't really been that impressed with the calibre of the league at the moment, especially in the lower half. Anyone can beat anyone, and if Gateshead can get on a run, they're more than capable of, putting 4 or 5 game run together and getting out of the playoffs. But it is not a given. There is going to be a lot of hard work in the meantime, and I think when you see the pre-match and post-match interviews from Rob and from Louis, there's a realization. There's no one going into these games thinking that the result is a given, and they've got to give the performances that the manager expects, and that the tempo, everything about the way they go out on the pitch has to be done in a certain way. And as you say, Mark, the results might not have came, but we've seen the performances. It's a vast change.
It is, and it's kind of we're almost harking back to the Mike Williamson days where we talk about processes and retaining faith when you have to look towards the bigger picture than results, which I know people will say is the bigger picture, but it is about are there improvements? Is the squad development? Have them move forward day by day? Have them move forward training session by training session, match by match? I think that's kind of where we're at, and you're almost in danger of talking about Gateshead as almost like a junior football team at the moment. But look, there is a bit of faith needed here, and it is a little bit of blind faith needed in the management team. But we know what they can do. They've done it here before, and they improved the squad massively from a really poor situation that they were left with mid-season, and they're trying to do that again. And let's hope it does. There isn't that uptick in results as well as performances. But again, I will say, this Brackley side are a dangerous side. They will come here and have a go at Gateshead. They will get in their faces and make it difficult, and Gateshead have got to match that.
Certainly as well. Andy Allums, he says, but sorry, you were the best 2 commentators on YouTube and TV. Well, that's very nice of him to say, isn't it? So hopefully we'll get rewarded with payment.
Cheers, Dad.
But as I say, if you're just joining us live on DAZN, thank you very much from wherever you might be in the world. We have full match commentary here of Gateshead versus Brackley Enterprise National League live on the Heat Army podcast, and of course on DAZN. If you would like to watch the game there, still time to register and get yourself your ticket. You can watch every game as they are live on DAZN. And at the moment, Gateshead come out onto the pitch, led out by Captain Kent Richardson. And this is how Gateshead line up this afternoon. Pete Jameson in goal, Brad Nicholson, Ben Radcliffe, the captain Kenton Richardson, Keaton Ward, Billy Chadwick, Jacob Butterfield, Tyrell Newton, Sam Bowen, and up top is Tom Telford and Levi Amanchi. On the bench for Gateshead is David Ferguson, Aidan Elliott-Wheeler, Joe Grayson, Mark Beck, Fenton John, Ethan Moore and Harry Chapman. And for the visitors of Brackley Town, in goal it is Cameron Gregory, Jack Price, Kyle Morrison, Scott Pollock, Zach Brown, Danny Newton, Morgan Roberts, Michael Nottingham, Zach Lilly, Byron Pendleton and Keane Harrett is the start lineup. On the bench is Ricardo Calder, Gareth Dean, Alistair Warby, Ben Wadusku, Shane Byrne, Connor Hall and Ryan Haynes. And for our audio listeners, they're all in yellow. The visitors with a black trim from their shirt, very similar to Gateshead's Wembley winning shirt, the swirl on the front of the black lines, and the yellow socks and yellow shorts. Gateshead in their white and black with their all ready to go, black shorts, black socks, and we're waiting for the coin toss. But as I say, if you're not on Tyneside at the moment, we've got bright blue skies above us, something we're not used to seeing. I think a lot of people are squinting from the stands looking out there at the moment, but it is as better weather as we've had for quite some time, and hopefully the match will be just as good as it looks out there at this moment in time, Mark.
Well, fingers crossed. We've waited enough for a home game. I think it's one this year.
Yeah,
which is Rochdale. So it's been, visits here have been few and far between. Then again, games have been few and far between recently for myself. I don't know, is there a minute silence today? Is there anything you mentioned?
No, there's going to be there's a Gateshead fan whose name is just I think it's David Robson that died at age 62 after a battle with cancer, and on the 62nd minute I think there will be a moment's applause during the game, and it was well observed down at Boston. Of course, Only 26 Gateshead fans travelled down to Boston, but all of the Boston home crowd joined in as well,
brilliant.
which was a beautiful moment.
Brilliant, love that.
And he used to go to all the games. He's a bit of an expat down south, and we sadly missed. And hopefully today Gateshead can get 3 points and get themselves back on the route to fighting to stay in this league. Gateshead will be shooting towards the River Tyne, and the visitors will be shooting towards the Fenland end. And we're all set, ready to go.
That looks to me like a back four.
It's
from Gateshead, just looking.
Yeah.
Nicholson left back, as you said, Dave, and I think Keaton Ward at right back, possibly.
It does look that way, doesn't it? But at the moment, Brad Nicholson wins a header and it bounces out next to the dugout for a throw into the visitors. As Michael Nottingham launches the ball forward, Nicholson nods it on, and the ball goes out of play for a corner. I think Ben Radcliffe thought he might have got a foul there, but just out-muscled.
It's going to be interesting to see how Gateshead line up top end of the pitch as well, isn't it, with Telford and Demanshi, if they're working a 2, or if it's going to be Telford possibly dropping a little bit deeper. This will be dangerous, this.
Well, the first corner of the game in the first minute. There's going to be Pollock. He's going to whip this one in. In it comes. It's not a bad delivery. Headed out, though, by Gateshead defenders, and Gateshead try and push out. It comes back out to Pollock, though, right-hand side of the box. Crosses the ball in. It's a dangerous one, and the connection was there at the back post. But unfortunately for, I think it was Pendleton or Harrott there, the ball just shot off his foot high into the sky.
Yeah, he's got to do better there, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Well, we've got number 28 on the back of his shirt, and we haven't got a 28 on the team sheet, so I'm guessing that may be Pendleton on the far side that put that one over.
I think
we'll try and correct that when we get to if we try and whittle it down, but Pete Jameson just closed down and unfortunately didn't get a shot away and deflected clear, and Gateshead just need to play a bit more wise at the back. Nearly an unforced error. No, it was an unforced error.
Yeah, sloppy, really sloppy from Pete Jameson. Reliable keeper at this level as well, but just took too long there.
Well, second corner of the game from the far side.
Nervy start from Gateshead. Not really what they need.
Well, Tyrell Newton's up on the halfway line for a break if the ball's to come away, but they've got to deal with the corner first. In it comes. It's a tight one and fisted away by Jameson. Headed back into the centre. Flicked on and a shot away. Oh, just over the stanchion there. And Gateshead, as you say, Mark, looking a little bit nervy, but a great start from the visitors.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that chance and Kane Harrott will think maybe he should have done a little bit better there. A great opportunity. Bit of time in the box, and he's just looped it over the bar.
I actually think he got too much on it. Well, Jameson, longer kick this time up towards a Manchi. Manchi nods it down. Hasn't going to be picked up, though, by Yellow Shirt, and Telford can pick up the loose ball. As Richardson gives the ball to Radcliffe, making his second home debut, of course, as Newton finds Chadwick on this left-hand side. He cuts in with the ball. Nice vision to give the ball to Sam Bowen, who can turn and run. He's got a man on the far side who he uses. Can Keaton Ward get this in? Kenton Richardson goes to cross it in. Good block. The ball stays in play up towards the halfway line, and Kenton Richardson gives it to Radcliffe. Good pressure from the away team there to try and win the ball back. They're not letting Gateshead breathe at the back at the minute as Nicholson strides forward of the ball. Bowen has got time and space again to bring the ball forward. Keaton Ward back into Bowen. And now Captain Richardson can just slow it down, give it to Radcliffe, but Amanchi's on that edge of the box. He's holding up, waiting for the ball. Radcliffe runs with the ball and loses it, and they try and break on this side, and it's a lovely ball through. Great interception from Nicholson, and the ball goes forward as number 22, Pendleton, is lying down there, and the ball goes out of play for a goal kick. And, well, it was a fair tackle. He won the ball, but Byron Pendleton, is down still, holding his leg.
To be fair to him, Nicholson has won the ball, but I do wonder if maybe as he's brought his foot down to control it, he's just caught him.
Yeah. Well, it's not a day you really want to be lying down on the ground, is it? So
it's also not a day you want to be caught by a stud.
Certainly not. Although there'll be some women we'd like to meet a stud today on
Valentine's
Valentine's Day.
I was just thinking that myself. Well done, Dave. Beat us to it.
Well, we do have a break in play. Once again, thank you for joining us on Valentine's Day. Of course, I'm sure if you're watching with your partner, they're absolutely overjoyed. But Byron Pendleton is receiving some treatment there. How it's cold in the stand. It's not... we really wouldn't want to be lying down on the grass today.
It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, it's cold enough, Mark. It's cold enough. But that's it. 2 impressive tackles from Nicholson in the space of a minute.
Been pretty solid since he's come in, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been a very good addition.
Just looks like Telford is in that number 10 role, doesn't he? Just off from Manchi.
Yeah. Well, it does look like there is 3 at the back, Mark. And I think the Chadwick and Keaton Ward could be the wing backs here a little bit. Although I don't know, he's going back. No, it does look like a 4 at the back, doesn't it?
Yeah, Chadwick's too far forward to be. It's more of a sort of 4-2-3-1. Telford in the 10. Chadwick playing sort of left side of the 3 and behind the Manchi.
Throw taken on the far side to the visitors. Comes across now to Nottingham. Threads the ball through, and Brown can play the ball off Nicholson. The back to the full quarter.
He feels a little bit like a tone setter, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Nicholson, so, well, like maybe Luke Hannon used to do, where he sort of gives a side energy.
The ball goes all the way back to Kyle Morrison, the captain. Ball played forward by Lilly, and it's been held up. Gator a good tackle though, and can they turn this into an attack? They can, as Bowen puts the ball forward for Amanchi. It's on the right hand side towards the corner flag, cuts in, lays it off, and now Butterfield has the ball. Bowen on the edge of the area towards the right hand side. Keaton Ward puts one in. It's very deep indeed, but Chadwick can get there. Can he get past his man? Lays it off to Newton. Newton plays it inside to Butterfield, who's playing a very deep holding role at the moment. Bowen. Oh, nice stuff from Bowen. Just slows it and plays it across the far side. Keaton Ward. Can his delivery be a bit better this time? It can. Just, unfortunately, not the greatest aim, and the ball cleared. And now Nicholson tries to make a menace of himself there, but Radcliffe.
Oh, well done.
Does very well to keep the ball in between the dugouts. Tyrell Newton plays the ball back to Nicholson. It does feel like there's some composure back in this Gateshead squad that had been missing before Christmas. As Nicholson sees the run of
good ball,
Ward on the far side, and has he kept it in? He hasn't.
It's a lovely idea, though.
Good tracking back by Morgan Roberts on the far side there. We're into the 9th minute, still 0-0. Brackley settled a little bit the quicker.
You said before, Dave, when you look at the bench, the options Gateshead have got today, very different to what they've had in recent weeks. Ferguson, Elliott, William, Grayson, Beck, John, Moore, Chapman, all worthy of place in the side.
Yeah. Well, ball launched forward. Oh, Telford nearly got it under control, just bounced away from him, and the visitors from Morgan can play it back. Ball played over the top, and that's going to go out of play on the far side. Oh, some furious shouts there from, we think it's, I think it might be Danny Newton, number the 28. I might be wrong. I can't see number 9 shirt out there at the moment. I'm saying the 28.
Ball.
Slow it down back to Radcliffe. Brings it into the centre circle. Plays it across to Nicholson. Across to Billy Chadwick. Back to Nicholson. And since Chadwick's come back, he looks a lot more of a composed player than what he did in his first stint. As he receives the ball left-hand touchline. Plays the ball into the centre and Telford flicks it on. It's been hooked clear, but only as far as Richardson. Headed away again, though. And Radcliffe can get onto that loose ball and calmly play it back to Jameson. Well,
strange start.
It has, but I just think Gateshead looking to probe at the moment. I've got a feeling Sam Bowen might be the man to unlock something here, because when he's turned off the ball in the first 5 minutes, he's been able to run at the defence, but just probing down this left-hand side at the moment as Chadwick, couldn't see where the ball was, but this ball needs to be cleared as Amanchi closes down, and
it's good.
It's going to go out for a goal kick.
There's a few people in the crowd having a go at Chadwick. I'm not sure you can have a go at him for not knowing where the ball is.
I mean, the defender as well didn't really know. Pendleton wasn't too sure where it was either.
Something Michael Nottingham here having a chat with his bench.
I don't think he's
wing back.
He's quite big for a wing back, isn't he? He's a big lad.
Yeah, former Salford City wing back.
He's shown for the quick distribution here from the goalkeeper. Turns and brings the ball forward. Chips the ball forward, and it's a good one there. Lovely nod down, kind of teammate Garup he has, and the shot is going to come now from number 7 straight into Pete Jameson's hands, though. But Scott Pollock, I think he just hesitated a little bit too much. If he had pulled the trigger earlier, he might have troubled the goalkeeper. But that's good stuff, and it was a lovely nod down as well in the build-up. Gateshead.
Brackley will be delighted with how they started here, looking pretty comfortable defensively, but on the front foot they look as if they can catch Gateshead out.
Yeah, Butterfield standing firm there, gets the ball to Brad Nicholson and got it back. That header was absolutely hinge perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good.
Bring Pollock into play. Get a probing down the right-hand side. Keaton Ward puts it into Bowen. Bowen threads it to Dom Telford. Telford upended and a free kick about 25 yards out, level with the corner of the box.
Dangerous this one. I think they can get a good ball in.
Well, they've definitely got the height in there. Amanchi, who we've seen on his debut, really rattled the crossbar against Rochdale. It was half an inch away from scoring.
I think it was a bit harsh on him that day, I said he should have scored, but it was a really awkward header when I watched it back.
Radcliffe and Nicholson.
I was going to say Radcliffe could be the one to watch back post. Yeah. Needs a good ball in, though.
Ward stands over the ball. In comes the delivery. It's not bad. Oh, nodded down and still not cleared. And Telford goes for the volley and a corner. It is. Jacob Butterfield goes over to take Gateshead's first corner of the game. Into the 14th minute, still 0-0 here. Gateshead starting to grow into a Brackley has started quite well. Well, Jocelyn in the 6-yard area. There's movement, and in comes the delivery. The keeper comes out, and I think if you hadn't got there might have been a foul in the referee. Pulled it back.
Yeah, he has, because I think Billy Chadwick has stepped in front of the goalkeeper as he took the kick. I might be wrong here, but the keeper looks like he's trying to stretch something out there. When he kicked it, he looks uncomfortable.
He's moving all right. We'll see where he goes for the kick here.
Did look like he was stretching a little bit though, didn't he?
Yeah. We await his delivery. Just placed it down. Still waiting. Now he takes it. No ill effects from that one there, from that kick. And Richardson's clearance only as far though as Morgan Roberts, and Roberts, left hand side of the box, lays it back. And now they try and probe as Nottingham plays it out to this right hand side. Pendleton just gives it back to Nottingham. It's good shape from Gateshead. And the good interception from Tyrell Newton, and now they can break as the ball goes forward. Wasn't the greatest one from Tyrell Newton. It was blocked by Nottingham. And Gateshead try and put the pressure on as Amanchi couldn't get onto the loose ball, but Billy Chadwick can on that loose pass, and he drives forward with the ball, plays it inside. Bowen has the ball, edge of the box, goes for a shot. Keeper gets it to his left-hand side. Better from Gateshead. Moving the ball a little bit quicker. Well, headed forward by Nicholson. Now Pendleton can try and get the ball moving this right-hand side. He gets the ball back, just hit back to him a little bit too heavy there. Still trying to work out exactly who number 28 is. It's been a good tempo though.
Yeah, both sides really trying to find that sort of the key to unlock the other defence, aren't they? Not quite finding it yet. Brackley, I would say, started the better, but Gates had some signs in the last 5 minutes, just starting to improve.
Long throw from Nicholson. Ball nodded down by Nottingham. And they can get the ball moving, and now Price plays the ball forward. It goes across the far side. And now, can they open up? Pollock finds himself on the left-hand side, gives the ball back. In comes the delivery. It's and it comes through, and no, into the empty net. The ball deceived the goalkeeper, and he come flying at the back post. And there was Zach Brown just to poke it in. It was a good finish, awkward angle, but essentially there was nobody there to stop him. It's Brackley 1, Gateshead 0, 17 minutes gone.
Yeah, Pete Jameson won't look at that one with any pride. Just got caught under the cross, misjudged it. It's a good finish, you know.
It was. If this hard angle, as I say, is.
But now we're going to see how this Gateshead side react. It's they have to react quickly and decisively, and at the minute it just hasn't looked like that's going to happen. But far too easy for Brackley there. It's a simple cross. Brown not tracked, and but again, I will give him credit. It's a great finish.
It is
a really great finish.
Well, now it's about the reaction from Gateshead. But Brackley will be very happy with their 1-goal lead at the moment. Ball launched forward towards Amanchi. As the ball goes through. Cleared by Pendleton. Nicholson brings it down, but picked up in midfield by the goal scorer. And I think it's Harrick gets past his man. And, back to Pendleton. Just seems to be some wind in the sails of Brackley at the moment. Ball's fallen for them. As the ball comes through, and yet again a yellow shirt lands on the ball when it's in space. Pendleton couldn't keep the ball in. Well, Mark, you said it straight away. There needs to be a reaction here from this Gateshead side, and they've got to start by picking up them second balls.
Yeah, they've got to show some fight to not that I'm saying they haven't yet, but they need to show some fight to get those second balls and to win the loose balls, and put Brackley on the back foot a bit, because at the minute it's just a little bit too easy for them.
Yeah. Well, Tyrell Newton, left-hand touchdown, he just runs the ball out.
Just ran out of space.
Yeah.
Just ran out of space.
Apparently number 28 is Newton on the BBC website. Someone's reliably informed us. Thank you very much. And as you say that, he's the closest he's ever been to us, and we can see his name's Newton on the back. So there we go. He's got quite the beard. There's Danny Newton.
Michael Nottingham having some issues with his laces. Man mustn't have tied them.
Yeah, well, I think after when he landed with Vermanchi before, I think he caught on his boot and slightly pulled it off. So. Ball launched up this touchline. Nicholson wins the header. Bowen nods it down to Telford. Telford picks out Keaton Ward, and good passing in tight quarters, but the ball for Kent Richardson does manage to keep it in on the far side, and they can try and build from the back. Does definitely feel like there is three at the back the way they've done it, although Keaton Ward does stay back a little bit on that far side, but Chadwick, he's not getting much space, is he? They're closing him down. He's not having much joy in this left-hand side so far. But Keaton Ward gives it back to Butterfield. Richardson crosses it in towards a Manchester in the edge of the area, tries to hold it up, does very well to bring Newton into play. Now Chadwick, left-hand side of the box, cuts in, lays it back to Newton. Crosses one in towards Amanchi. Oh, good defending. The ball goes out and it's a corner.
That's better, you know. It's really it's a slow build up, but it's a good build up from Gateshead. They've managed to find some space. It's a really little intelligent run from Newton. It's a good ball in, really good ball in. But again, they need to try and test Cameron Gregory. He's had nothing to do.
Not really. Short corner. Chadwick has the ball, gives it to Butterfield, who has been quickly closed down. Now Bowen. Butterfield puts one in here. It's a looping one. It's headed away and again, and then launched away. And the visitors can try and turn this into an attack now. It's a good work from Morgan Roberts. He's got the team moving forward. He's on the overlap here on this right-hand side. He's not going to be able to keep it in.
I'll tell you what, Gateshead got away with that because one, they left them one-on-one, Tyrell Newton there, but also Newton far side was literally on his own. A crossfield ball, and he's got a free run on goal. Gateshead getting away with that.
That was lovely work from Roberts, that wasn't it?
I think Brackley have been excellent so far. They've really, really impressed defensively, solid, looking organised, and look dangerous on the break.
Nicholson brings the ball forward himself now. Chadwick. Newton is there in front of him if he wants him, but slows it down, gives it to Butterfield. Richardson. Keaton Ward. Bowen. Gateshead just slowing it down. Radcliffe gives it to Bowen. Ball does get out to Keaton Ward, now inside to Butterfield. So 2 walls of yellow. Gateshead have got to try and break down here. Great shape from the visitors, but now the cross comes in towards Amanchi, and the keeper, he didn't get towards it. We headed clear.
Just let it go.
Well, Newton keeps it in. Chadwick, edge of the box, lays it off, and it looked like Richardson was going to line himself up to shoot there, but Keaton Ward does, and he gets on top of it and couldn't really get it to come back down. But at the moment, 23 minutes gone, about to go to the 24th minute, it's still 1-0 to the visitors through that Zach Brown finish.
Just looking a couple of divisions down, really interesting scorelines in the Northern Premier League Premier Division. Heaven, of course, top for the moment. We've got FC United and Manchester, who are thirds, 0-0 there at the moment, but Hedensford, who are second, are currently 2-0 down at Hyde. So
wow.
Big boost for Heaven if they can get a win against FC United and Manchester.
Well, there was a score in the National League. Ballroom Motor winning 2-1 away to Eastleigh at this moment in time. Boston, that's in the Lincolnshire derby there. 3-0 to the good away to Scunthorpe United. That'll be a tasty atmosphere, no doubt. And Southend are winning 1-0 at home to Morecambe at the moment. And the ball just wouldn't sit for Butterfield there. Skips through, and now on the attack. Didn't see the run of Pendleton there, or he couldn't get it through. But now Brown cuts inside with the ball, plays it across there. Good stuff from the visitors. Nothing silly. And they're just keeping possession of the ball. Pendleton's in acres of space on this right hand side here. If anyone had spotted him, now they do. Plays the ball off Nicholson.
I'm not really sure at the moment Telford in the 10 is working for Gateshead. He's kind of lost in the game.
Yeah,
they're struggling to get him. I think he's only 2 or 3 touches in the whole game, which after 25 minutes isn't great for someone who can make a difference. But again, I would put that down to the fact that Brackley are closing off any space in that position.
See, anytime Gateshead get forward on the ball, there's 2 walls of yellow, isn't it, to try and break down. The well drilled. We know what Brackley can do. Obviously famed in the National League North for their 1-0 scorelines, resolute defence.
Yeah, during that title fight, it felt like every week, didn't it? It was Brackley won 1-0, Brackley won 1-0.
Well, Nottingham takes a few steps back onto the running track. I'm expecting a bit of a rocket here to come from the big number 12. In it comes. It's not as big as I thought it would be, but it's very effective. And the ball in the box. Oh, turn the shot. There's a block. There's another shot blocked. It hasn't been fully cleared yet from Gateshead. Shot from outside the area. Cleared again. Really was like a pinball table. And Gateshead just kind of get near the ball, and the free kick given the other way. And, well, clumsiness from Gateshead at the moment.
It's poor from Manchie because that ball was his to win every day of the week, and he's hesitated going in for it. He's got to get his body in front of the Brackley player, and instead he's nicked the ball and brought the Brackley player down.
Well, Scunthorpe have pulled one back. It's now Boston 3, Scunthorpe 1 down there at Scunthorpe. Something tells me there'll be more goals in that game. Will there be more goals in this one? At the moment, Brackley with a free kick. Played down short. Caught the Gateshead defence. Snap in there, cleared, and ball with the touch on the far side. Tell you what, the set pieces have been well worked.
They have, but Gateshead's concentration levels haven't been quite where they should be. That's just it's a really simple ball down the line, and there's just too much time for that ball to come into the area. It could be another long throw from Nottingham.
We await the throw. Now launches it in, headed up in the air in the box. Telford's back to try and help it away. Chadwick, his clearance didn't work, and now Morgan pulls it back across and has been headed away, cleared away. Anything will do from Gateshead, and well, they're struggling to cope with Brackley in and around the box.
They look like a side short of confidence at Gateshead. That's how they're playing at the moment, and someone's got to get a grip of them and really.
Well, a third long throw in a row here. As Nottingham is going to launch this one in. There was Radcliffe to head it clear. Newton can bring it down, and he didn't control it the best. Now gives a cross in, and there's the next second goal. Oh, well, the poor control from Newton let the cross come in, and then at the near post, he got in front of Pete Jameson and just poked it home with ease. And Gateshead now trail by 2-0 against Brackley Town. And when it was 29, Kyan Harrett was the man that just prodded that in. Beautifully timed run, but the cross shouldn't have come in. The touch from Newton evaded him. And the visitors lead by 2-0 here. 29 minutes gone. 2 very disappointing goals. For Gateshead, of course, for Brackley, well worked.
Two completely avoidable goals as well. I mean, Tyrell Newton, it's just a poor decision and a poor touch. Nobody marking near post, everyone looking for an offside. That was never going to come.
Well, credit to Nottingham, didn't give up. Ball nodded down. And Pendleton drives forward on this right-hand side. They smell blood. Brackley Town brings it forward. Lovely ball to Pendleton. He's got it on the dead ball line. Crosses it back in. Oh, and nearly the third goal. And it's another corner. And at the moment, Gateshead, proverbial 6s and 7s. Well, you could say that run was coming a mile off, and it just continued. Very easy for the visitors at the moment.
Too easy. Too easy.
Well, we're going to see this corner put in. Pollock. And it comes towards the near post, headed away by Amanchi. Chadwick hooks it clear over the top, but the runner was on the other side and Newton pushing out for it. So as Amanchi, it goes all the way back to Gregory in the Brackley Town goal, who clears his lovely flick on from Newton for the visitors, but could only find a Gateshead player, not a teammate. Well, that second goal has pulled any air out of the stadium of anticipation that might have been there in the Gateshead end.
Very much so. Very much so. Needs a spark, and at the moment, I'm not sure where it's going to come from.
Well, Sam Bowen gives the ball to Butterfield.
The problem is that Brackley are just, like I say, closing off any space and playing really intelligently when they're at the back. You look at that, I mean, they've got 11 men behind the ball, and Gateshead just aren't moving the ball quick enough, and there's not enough movement to try and, pull someone out of space and pull someone out of the formation.
At the moment, Butterfield picks out Chadwick, left-hand side. Newton had made a little bit of a run, but it goes back to Nicholson, and as you said, Mark, all 11 men behind the ball, and no one seen the run of Dom Telford there. There's Butterfield picks out Chadwick. Chadwick cuts inside, gets the ball into the centre there, flicked on. Amanchi does hold the ball up, has to play it out to Richardson. Keaton Ward back to Richardson. Richardson crosses one in. Amanchi up in the air, he couldn't quite get there. Oh, and it's going to fall. Oh, the shot off Chadwick blocked, and Gateshead just couldn't get the ball from underneath their feet quick enough. Pardon me. And the visitors trying to get forward, and well, that was a silly one by Harrett jumping over Radcliffe when he didn't need to.
Not sure what the point of that was. But better again from Gateshead, but just got to be a bit more alert in the area. I think they're losing the game in both areas, aren't they?
Yeah. As we see, they're set up very well to try and absorb Gateshead's pressure here. Lots of yellow shirts, all of them behind the ball.
But they've won the right to do that by getting those 2 goals. Even if they do sit in for the rest of the game, they've earned the right to do that.
But if you can do it effectively, why not? As Tyrell Newton picks out Richardson. Richardson gets out to Keaton Ward on the right-hand side, back to Richardson. He's got space to whip this one in. He has, and towards Amanchi, he's got 2 men around him. And Telford, he tries to bring the ball down. Can he lay it off to Chadwick? Chadwick, edge of the area, gets a shot. Oh, deflection, and it's a corner. It's good pressure from Gateshead, but they need to be making the keeper work. 33 minutes gone. Gateshead 0, Brackley Town 2.
I would argue they need one before half time.
It's a short one. Chadwick gets the ball back to Keaton Ward. Keaton Ward crosses it in. It's very deep, headed away, but it's going to be picked up by Radcliffe on the far side. Gateshead with players still in the box. Oh, nice ball to Bowen. Can Bowen pick this one and get it in and wins another corner? Just feel it needs to be moved a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I think it isn't easy when you got such little space. And I'll keep going. I know it's space, don't it? But it isn't easy when you do have as little space as Brackley are giving Gateshead here. But I just feel that, it's got to be moved a little bit quicker.
But Brackley, fantastic defensive unit.
But they've always been that way for years now. I mean, it's so organised. I do wonder if, as he comes out to warm up, if a Mark Beck might be an option. Go a bit more direct.
Butterfield whips one in. Amanchi kind of get off the ground, and the ball now is going to be sent forward, and Brown is on the run. It's Morgan Roberts. It goes for a shot, and great save from Jameson, but that was a very dangerous break from Brackley once again, and Gateshead get the ball across the far side to Butterfield.
See there, so Brackley have broken forward, and Gateshead just haven't the transition's not quick enough there.
No.
I wonder if like an Elliot Wheeler or someone like that could come on and maybe make a difference.
Well, there's a lot of Gateshead players warming up at the moment.
Could just be keeping warm, like.
They certainly could. Or they could be listening to conversations where they're thinking that there could be a change. So Radcliffe gives the ball to Nicholson. Drives forward. Tries to chip one towards Amanchi. Brown brings the ball down, clears it. Gateshead do win the ball. Oh, well, must have caught the heels there. It was closer. It's the only thing I can guess because I didn't see any contact. Well, Brackley in no hurry to take the free kick. Well, now comes the free kick up there. Nicholson wins the header. Hasn't been cleared though by Gateshead. And the ball will go out for a throw on this right-hand side, left-hand side to Gateshead. And it's, as you say, Mark, it just needs someone to...
Someone's got to take control of the game from Gateshead. It's just not good enough at the moment.
Ball thrown across to Jameson. Gives it to Richardson. Back to Jameson. And he brings the ball forward now. Plays it out to Chadwick, left-hand side. Newton's continued his run. This is better from Gateshead. Can they get the ball in there? And then it just slows down again.
But it has to because no one's moved for him.
Yeah.
He's got the ball out wide. He's been closed down. There's literally no one moving from.
Nicholson tries to pick out Amanchi.
See, there's another one there with the Manchi. He's just held back. He hasn't made a movement towards the ball. That's what I mean about Beck. Maybe putting Beck on, who you know will challenge for every ball in the area.
Chadwick does have Newton out on his left-hand side. Goes inside to Tom Telford, but he's got a wall of yellow shirts. He's still going, though. Gets a shot off. Wasn't really a space for it, but he tried it. Ball comes to Newton. Can he keep the ball in? He has. Just kept it in. Tom Telford, this is better from Gateshead. They're moving in the box. Oh, and a shot from...
Got to go across goal.
Chadwick, yeah.
It's got to go across goal there. Trying to beat Gregory at his near post. That ball's got to go across goal because worst case scenario, if the keeper makes a save, he ain't holding it.
Well, Zach Brown back up onto his feet. Well, we've got 38 minutes we're into now. Still waiting for the goal kick to be taken. Well, Gregory with the kick, but Gateshead have got it. And have lost the possession on the far side. And now Pollock can run down towards the dead ball line. The crucial tackle, and it's a corner. And well, Gateshead have struggled with the pace of Brackley so far on the break. They've moved it a lot quicker and went a bit more direct towards goal. They've had better outlets.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I just think Gateshead are suffering for a lack of pace in sort of the final third or even midfield as well. There's not that drive in there, is there?
Well, corner taken short on the far side. Pollock lays it on, and now in comes the deep cross towards the back post, nodded back over, hasn't been fully cleared. There's the shot away, cleared off the line, and as a player went down, and
penalty there.
Surely he's going to give the card for simulation here, and now all of a sudden he holds the back of his leg.
Just play the game, just go. There you go.
Yeah. Now,
if it is simulation, it's a yellow. But I'm not sure if it is. I think he may have caught the Gateshead defender, whoever it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, romance is in the air in the Tyne and Wear stand. As we wait to get back underway here, I think Rob Elliott's going to be given a talking to here with the fourth official by the looks of it. And Rob Elliott gets a yellow card, or threatened with one. There's the yellow card. Well, I can only surmise he was asking the question, why wasn't the player carded for the dive? But maybe the referee didn't see it as a dive. As Amanchi holds the ball up, this is better to Newton, left-hand side of the box. There isn't much to aim at the moment. In comes the cross now, and it's Amanchi just seems to be behind the man every time the ball comes in. And now Pendleton can drive down this right-hand side. He's driving with the ball. Nicholson struggling to keep up. The cross comes in, and Pete Jameson gathers it at his near post, but just they're not dealing with the pace of the break, Gateshead.
Do you know what I feel as if Gateshead need something to go against them?
Yeah.
To just get people going and get them annoyed and get some sort of thrust into them.
Well, at the minute, Bowen gives it to Richardson. Ball forward for Amanchi, who does stop it, but just kind of keep a hold of it to clear Antonio as far as Richardson. Comes into the centre circle of Nicholson, who can drive forward with the ball. Goes for a long shot from distance. That's more of a frustration than anything else.
Keeper hasn't held it though. It's good to see Telford trying to react.
His kickers went right up in the air there. Nodded forward by Nicholson. Amanchi does win the header, but didn't guide it to anybody. And good stuff from Radcliffe there. And he's just been thrown to the ground. The referee says nothing given. Wow.
What's really funny there, the referee is now saying it's an advantage.
Well, it's an advantage to be thrown to the ground. Well, Chadwick, left-hand side, plays it inside to Butterfield. Butterfield sees Chadwick. Oh, the ball was there. Now Chadwick does have it in the box. Tries to poke it across, goes out for a corner.
It's got to go in sooner there. It's got to go in sooner. He's got away from his man, Chadwick. It's not an easy ball, to be fair to Butterfield.
Taken short, Butterfield has the ball, gives it back to Chadwick. Keaton Ward's in space. This is his opportunity to get the ball whipped in. There's the man there. There's the
great save.
Radcliffe rose up there, and a great save from Cameron Gregory to put it over. I do feel if it was either side of the goalkeeper, he would have had no chance with that. But credit to the Brackley stopper, managed to tip it over.
Yeah, you'd expect him to make it. I don't sound too harsh there, but it is a save you'd expect any competent keeper to make. But it's better from Gateshead. It's a lovely ball in.
Well, in comes the delivery now. There's a lot of shirt pulling there from both sides. Butterfield gets another cross in towards the box. Keeper's going to come out for that all day. And he's going to quickly launch this one. And now, it's going to stick for him though. He's offside. If he does get towards the ball, there goes. Well, the referee, I know that it's the letter of the law now, but.
So you see there, right? Their player, not that he went for Jameson, but if he goes and collides with Jameson gets injured. Or the striker gets injured. It's a completely avoidable situation.
Yeah. Gateshead still probing. 44 minutes gone. There'll be a few stoppages added on, I would imagine, as Bowen, who's been quiet in the second half of this game. Keaton Ward battling for the ball, goes out for a Gateshead throw.
You can imagine there should be around, 4 minutes added on?
At least. I think there's been a few stoppages, few injuries. Well, Nicholson goes across the far side to take this long throw. Butterfield and Newton are there to try and cover any run or pick up any clearances. In it comes. It's a dangerous one. Can it be flicked on? It's been headed clear though. Brackley have dealt with it well, and Pollock can clear that ball up the pitch, and Harrod can keep it in.
Too easy.
Done very well. Ball goes out of play on the far side for a throw to the visitors. Well, the fourth official does have the board in his hand to let us know how much is going to be added on here at the end of the first half. The ball goes out of play for another throw at the visitors, just over the halfway line.
Looks like 3 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Still waiting for this throw to be taken. 3 minutes is going to be added on, and we're into that now.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes additional time. 3 minutes.
Well, Nicholson clears the ball, bounces. Amanchi does very well, but yet again cannot get onto that second ball, and Nottingham can send Pendleton away on this right-hand side. And this will be the last thing Gateshead need if Pendleton get past, and he has. He's got past Newton easily. Can he pull it back across? He has, and there's the shot, and it's been cleared out for a throw. And well,
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't blame Rob if he made 4 changes at half time,
Yeah.
3 or 4 changes here. Too many players just not at it, too many players not doing their jobs.
well, Nottingham getting into position to take this throw. In comes the throw. It's a big one. Headed clear though by Gateshead, only as far as the yellow shirt. Nottingham puts it in. Then goes right through. Cleared by Telford. And well, anywhere will do. And that ball is going to be kept in by the visitors. They've just got that drive. They've got the fight for it at the moment. And Gateshead have managed to clear the ball, but not towards anybody. Newton beaten to the ball by Nicholson. Chadwick just takes a touch, takes it inside and runs. Newton's on this left-hand side, but Chadwick's still going. Lays it off to Bowen. Keaton Ward is on the right-hand side if needed. Does come out to Ward now. Chadwick. Out to Richardson, who's made a run up the pitch. Keaton Ward. Chadwick on the edge of the area. He's still going, lays it off to Bowen. The shirt's being pulled. Keaton Ward. Sorry, Kent Richardson. Trying to... he's got past his man. Can he get in there? He cuts in again. He's just took too much on it. And now the visitors on the attack. Well, Harrod has it. He's got Pendleton through the centre. He's got Newton on this left-hand side. And, well, right-hand side didn't get the ball to him. Now it comes to him. And at the moment, the visitors passing the ball around. Newton does intercept.
Now, where's his options?
There isn't long left of the time added on, about 20 seconds. To Gateshead have something in their back pocket here to bring out as a surprise at the end. They need to show the home faithful something. Ball comes across to Chadwick. He's got Nicholson on the overlap if he wants him, but goes inside to Butterfield. Butterfield out to Keaton Ward. They need this delivery into the box.
It's just got to go in now.
Kent Richardson, Butterfield, Keaton Ward out to Bowen.
It's just got to go in.
Well, Gateshead still in possession. Butterfield. Tom Telford.
It's going to blow.
Well, there we go. Gateshead look lackluster in the final moment of this first half. But Brackley Town deserve their lead. They've took their chances and they've moved the ball quicker in the final third. The breaks have been decisive and the crosses into the box haven't been dealt with, Mark.
They haven't 2 goals that were completely avoidable from a Gateshead point of view, 2 well-worked goals from a Brackley point of view. I think defensively, Brackley have been excellent, really disciplined, really organised and really solid, just closing off any space and any time Gateshead have got. And then I look at Gateshead, and I mean, top end of the pitch is non-existent. Telford and Amanchi just not working. personally, if it was me, I'd look at Beck and Moore coming on, or Chapman second half. I would definitely consider Elliot Wheeler for a bit of energy down the right-hand side. But at the minute, there's just not enough energy and thrust from Gateshead.
Yeah. Well, just looking at Cameron Gregory, does seem to be limping a little bit there. But we will be back in about 10 minutes for the second half and a roundup of all the half-time scores here in the National League. Once again, thank you for joining us live on the Zone and the Heat Army podcast. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Hello, right. Hello there, everybody. We are back. I'll go through the half-time scores as they are in the National League at this moment in time. And they are as this. 1 second. Okay, Braintree 0, Solihull Moors 0, Eastleigh 1, Boreham Wood 2, Halifax 0, Truro 0, Gateshead 0, Brackley 2. Scunthorpe against Boston is a goal for 6 goals at half time. Boston are winning 4-2 at Scunthorpe. Southend are winning 2-0 at home to Morecambe. The red card at the game at Tamworth for both sides. It's Tamworth 0, Aldershot 0, both down to 10 men, and 0-0 between Wealdstone and York. And the other game that is going on is Yeovil 1, Rochdale 1. So that is how it stands in the National League at this moment in time. But here at Gateshead International Stadium, Brackley sitting pretty. Will we see changes from Gateshead in the second half? We'll find out very, very soon when they come out here. As I say, for the second half to begin, and well, we'll have to see what can go through. But there is a few Gateshead subs going through intense warm-ups. Will we see a change quite soon in the second half, or even at half time? We'll find out very, very soon. But as I say, there needs to be definitely an up of the ante for Gateshead here going forward against Brackley Town. Also as well, you may see on our YouTube stream that we are launching the GFC Hall of Fame on the 18th of April. It will be in also coincide the same night with the Player of the Year Awards. And we're going to be raising money with a nice raffle for the Gateshead FC Foundation and the Gateshead Supporter Society, who do great work for the club and the local community. So if you'd like to join us, those tickets will be on sale soon on a match day, available from the Supporter Society table, and they will be £2 each, and we'd love you to join us on the 18th of April. That is after the last home game of the season. That's the game against Woking here at Gateshead International Stadium. And then just a short hop down to Salter Road for the world-famous Salter Club. Brackley Town are back out onto the pitch. They're going through a little bit of a warm-up in front of their dugout. We're waiting to see Gateshead come back out and see if there is any changes. And I don't think Cameron Gregory is fully fit. Unless it's just the gait in his walk. But when he walks gingerly. And if you look at his right thigh, it's heavily strapped up.
Which makes it even more frustrating that Gateshead haven't tested it.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. I don't think there is going to be changes. You'd imagine Rob Elliott may well have said, right, you've messed up that first half, go out and sort it out.
Yeah.
Because at the minute, it's just miles off.
Well, we still await Gateshead to come out here for the second half.
But there's no subs ready to come on, so I assume they're going to stay the same.
Yeah. Kent Richardson leads the boys back out onto the pitch. They're going through a little warm-up here. As you say, Mark, doesn't look like there is any changes at the moment.
I'm going to say this now, right, and I realise we're on TV and stuff with the zone coverage. One thing I didn't like when the referee came off at the end, sometimes when referees get abuse, they just look down at the ground or they look straight ahead. But he looked at some Gateshead fans right in the eye with a kind of a smug look on his face. And I don't like stuff like that. And he is getting abused, so it is two ways. And, we have to respect referees. But it just felt a bit unnecessary. Like, kind of provoked. You
can either come off the pitch and stand firm by your decisions and say, well, that was what I seen in the moment.
Which I've got no problem with. And
but it does feel like there's a little bit of Gordon there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Which is frustrating. And, it'd be the same if it was Brackley
I know if we, you talk about referees being pantomime villains, and but there's no need to play up to it. But we are about to kick off. Gateshead shooting towards the foul end. The visitors, all in yellow, shooting towards the River Tyne. And Gateshead trail by 2-0. What does the second half have in store for us? We'll find out as soon as the referee blows his whistle. And there we are. We're back underway. No changes from either side. As the ball comes up towards Amanchi, doesn't win the aerial battle. And I think he's got a hand in the face there. He's on the back of the head, which he's holding. But Gateshead trying to get the ball.
Stopped, no?
Well, he hasn't went down. He was just holding the back of his head. And Newton Manchi now gets the ball, lays it off to Newton. It was just behind him, and Pollock can just pinch that away. Morgan plays the ball forward. Morgan Roberts, that is. Gets it to win it back. Tyrell Newton under pressure. Gets it through his legs. He's done very well. Brings the ball forward. Tyrell Newton
has absolutely no support.
Well, Keaton Ward has got up there, but it comes inside to Bowen. Butterfield. Out it goes now to Chadwick. Bowen in the centre. The ball just didn't sit up for Telford. Telford appreciates it, and Telford, pardon me, Newton caught Brown there just a little bit late as he was trying to clear the ball. The referee is talking to Tyrell Newton.
He doesn't need to do it. He doesn't need to make the challenge there, Newton.
No, it's
he's going to clear it. And when you've got in like that, you give him a chance to go down and just kill a very little amount of momentum that Gateshead had.
Cameron Gregory going to take this free kick close to his corner flag here. On the near side. Pings the ball up towards the halfway line. And goes through, and Radcliffe calmly plays it back to Jameson. Jameson's clearance goes up towards the halfway line. Amanchi brings the ball down. It's cleared. We're only as far as Keaton Ward. And you want to see Gateshead getting some sort of rhythm and move the ball quickly. Can they do that?
Just a bit quicker. A bit more intensity.
Chadwick. Nicholson.
The other thing you could possibly look at is maybe Moore goes on the left-hand side and Chadwick plays in the 10 instead of Telford. But I would bring back on.
Brown holding the ball up well on the far side. And goes out for a goal kick. Brown's back up. And we'll see another goal kick from Cameron Gregory, all in pink. He doesn't move that easy, does he? He must be carrying a knock of some sort. I mean, he's moving better than I can, but it does look awkward, doesn't it? Mark Beck going to warm up. As the ball launched by Gregory. Richardson wins the header. It's nodded down in midfield, trying to play the ball through quickly, and Nicholson clears it over his shoulder, but it's picked up in a second. Newton puts it out on the far side. There is the overlap coming and wasn't seen. Ball comes across to this side, and Morgan Roberts can control it, crosses the ball in. It's a dangerous one, headed clear by Butterfield, and at the moment, Gateshead need to get control of this ball, and Amanchi wins a free kick, and
just play on. He's quick to blow, isn't he?
Well,
you could see what was playing out there. You could see that there was a move, a dangerous move. Just hold. Allow the advantage.
Who'd be a referee? Right. Well, Ward now can bring it forward on Gateshead's right-hand side. He's got Newton in front of him, who plays it into lovely stuff. Ward now, he's got time and space, cuts in with it. Can he lay it off? Why is he not hit it? Pulled it back too far, and Morgan Roberts goes down after being caught, allegedly, we'll say, by Tyrell Newton.
I think Bowen's just got to hit that,
Yeah. And there we go. Cameron Gregory is down. I know the home crowd are getting a little bit angsty, but he hasn't been moving that well. And the sub-goalkeeper looks like he's stood up ready. I think they might have to change it. We did notice in the first half, didn't we? Yes, I think it's a sub-goalkeeper. We'll see. It is that right thigh that's being looked at.
Just trying to have a look at some of the scores involving our clubs. Heaven 1-1 with FC United of Manchester. Looking in the MPL East, Blythe Spartans 0-0 with Emily, which is pretty decent. Emily pushing the top end of that division. Bishop Auckland 1-0 down as Lincoln United. Ashington 0-0 at North Ferriby, and I think North Ferriby are down to 10 men as well.
Well,
more with 4-0 down against Warrington Rylands.
Cameron Gregory back up onto his feet. The free kick from where Morgan Roberts was fouled. Up it goes. Should be a header for Richardson as it was. He gets the ball moving forward from Keaton Ward. And that goes straight out of play. The clearance. Telford. Ball played back to Radcliffe in the centre of defence. Plays the ball over to Nicholson. Just feels that there's a little bit more space for Gateshead to try and venture into here, but they need to exploit it as Chadwick gets it to Keaton Ward. Newton on this right-hand side. Looks to get space and gives it back to Keaton Ward. There was a player down there as Chadwick had his foot stamped on. He's saying there he's down in some pain. He's got up and he's limping, he's hopping. There's definitely a coming together off the ball, but the referee didn't see it. And we play on as a lovely run from Bowen on this right-hand side. Can he get the cross in? He can. Oh, and no Gateshead player could get that far. Oh, my words. Wow. Nicholson went over the player trying to win the header, and it's been pulled back. Well, I'm sure Brackley eyes have a look at it a little bit different to us, but yeah.
The fact he's not taking kicks tells you everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Manchi needs to stay there. Just stay where he is. You don't need to drop back. You're not going to be offside if that ball comes further forward.
Well done from Nicholson, but the ball goes out of play on the far side, and as he is walking gingerly. That isn't it.
But again, that makes it even more frustrating. That Gateshead aren't testing him.
It looks like we might be seeing. Is that Ethan Moore? Was that Joe Grayson that was just went to the bench there? That was Joe Grayson. Well done from Amanchi. Gets it under control, lays it off. It's all in close quarters. This is better from Gateshead. Telford with a lovely bit of vision looking for. Oh, wow. There must be ice out there on that pitch still, because Morgan Roberts is finding the pitch or the grass very easily at the moment.
Performative nonsense from the referee.
Yeah. What I will say is there was a hand on his back, but it wasn't vicious contact. Letter of the law. He sold it well.
Yeah, I mean, if you put a hand on a player, you're giving them a chance to do that.
Yeah, that's just, you wouldn't be complaining if it was the other way around, but it's a little bit. Well, Butterfield wins the ball. Midfield lays it off.
Gateshead have been better second half, I will say that, but it is fine. It's not a great improvement, but it is an improvement.
Yeah. Newton, right-hand side, he's got Keaton Ward making a run, but he gives it back to Bowen. Lovely run from Telford. Can he cross this ball around? He can. Pulls it back. Oh, it just doesn't come to anybody. Nicholson, first touch shot from Butterfield into the hands of Gregory. Wow.
It's better. It's a relatively comfortable save, though, isn't it? It's one you'd expect him to make.
It's a nice run from Telford. Well, Jameson has the ball just in the D outside his area. Ball at his feet, lays it to Radcliffe. Radcliffe gives it to Nicholson.
See there, you've got three Brackley players caught forward. So Gateshead now need to just try and move it a bit quicker further forward and catch them. It's not even on the break, but just catch them out of position.
Butterfield gives it back to Nicholson, back to Butterfield. Bowen. And now seeing Chadwick played across to Newton. Newton looks up and he's got Keaton Ward on this right-hand side, but now decides to give it to him. Keaton Ward tries to get past his man, and Pollock does very well to get in the ball, and he comes away with it. Sorry, it isn't. It's Morgan Roberts, and he's driving forward, lays it out to Newton for Brackley, and he chips the ball forward, looking for the run of Robertson. I tell you what,
it's a lovely idea, by the way.
Just if you had the weight on that, yeah, what a break that was.
But that's frustrating from Gateshead because they've got themselves in a great position. There's going to be a sub here from Brackley. They've got themselves in a good position on the attack and in the attack and third, and they've just wasted possession so badly.
Yeah. Well, ball comes over to Keaton Ward just on the halfway line. He crosses it. Butterfield on the inside. Still Butterfield brings it forward, lays it out to Tyrell Newton, who's having a better game on this right-hand side in the second half. Back to Newton. Newton looks to just keep the ball moving, gets it to Butterfield. Gateshead camped out on the edge of the Brackley box, but they need to probe. Mark Beck is getting stripped and ready to come on as Amanchi's asking for it at the back post. The ball chipped forward for Telford to chase onto, and the ball comes off Telford and out for a throw to the visitors. And Gateshead are going to make a change as well. It is going to be Ben Woodsco coming on. Woodsco. Well, do you sacrifice a striker, or do you... It is going to be Dom Telford that is going to come off. Of course, he's had a long spell out with injury. Mark Beck comes on to add just a little bit more height up top, but they do need to utilise that height, Mark, and get the deliveries in the box.
Yeah, I mean, you've got effectively two target men now, so you have to get that ball in the area and try and cause problems for the Brackley defence.
Substitutions for you. Leaving the pitch for Brackley Town, number 29, Kane Harrott, being replaced by number 15, Glenn Rescue. And for Gateshead, leaving the pitch, number 9, Dom Telford, being replaced by number 19, Mark Beck.
Gateshead get the ball out to the left-hand side. Nicholson brings it forward. He's got Chadwick in front of him. Lays it off to Chadwick. Chadwick just has to give it back to Radcliffe. All the players inside the Brackley half bar. Jameson. Radcliffe being afforded time on the ball at the moment. Now it comes across to Chadwick. He's got Nicholson on that far side if he wants to use him, but plays it inside to Butterfield. Gateshead being given time and space to get forward, but they're just not getting that ball in the box before they release it. Brackley bring it forward on the far side. Slow it down, back to Brown, one of the goal scorers. As the ball comes off.
Just feel as if it's just been a little bit too easy today for Brackley. We mentioned first and second balls, they're winning them. There's just a little bit more intensity and urgency from Brackley. Didn't mean on the second half, but I'd say for a large proportion of the game it has been. We're not really used to that from a Rob Elliott Gateshead side. It is normally in your face. There is that intense press, but it's just not happening at the minute.
Keaton Ward back inside to Richardson. Radcliffe in the centre circle. Nicholson back to Radcliffe. As we bring the ball forward for Radcliffe still. He's still going, gets it to Newton. Newton, can he poke? Oh, Keaton Ward was in a lot of space, but Gateshead do pick up the loose ball.
That's better from Bowen because that's not.
Oh, well, now the visitors on the attack as the substitute Woodzo on the ball. And Gateshead do win the ball back. They're not committing that many men forward, Brackley. I think they do.
No, there is four ahead of the ball now, so if Gateshead move the ball quicker, they've got a bit of space.
Out it comes to Newton on this right-hand side.
So he needs an option. He's got nothing on.
Newton up against Roberts. Lays it to Kenton Richardson. Kenton puts it in there. It's not the greatest delivery. Headed clear. And Woodsco can...
Good.
That's better from Gateshead to win the ball back. And you can see the manager on the Brackley bench is a little bit animated. He wants them to win more of these balls. As Butterfield goes for a shot and just feels that,
It's half chances, isn't it? It's nothing's, there's nothing firm yet. There's nothing golden. It's all just half chances from Gateshead.
30 minutes remaining.
It's starting to feel like it's getting to the stage where they need to score in the next sort of 5-10 minutes if they are going to get anything from the game. Because the closer it gets to that full time, the closer it gets to the last 10 minutes, Brackley are just going to sit further and further back and just absorb pressure because they've earned the right to do that.
Well, Cameron Gregory
is now taking the kicks.
Yeah. Yeah, he's feeling the effect after he kicks it. There's a slight appeal for handball there, and that's a clumsy one from Bowen.
Joe Grayson coming on, I think.
Well, could this be a little bit of a change at the back and open up the wing backs?
If it is, I think I'd be looking at getting Elliot Wheeler on.
Well, an opportunity for the visitors to get the ball in the box. Elliot Wheeler is warming up, as is Chapman and Fenton John. Jack Price can be the man to take this one. In comes the delivery. It's a nice curling ball in the box. Headed away though by Gateshead. And now ball pumped up as Morgan Roberts gets the intercept. That one comes out to Pollock on this left-hand side. Pollock looks up, plays it down the line. And Morgan Roberts can play this ball back over the top. It's a good ball. He's managed to hold his run. Inside there. Oh, there's Pollock. Cleared though by Radcliffe. Beck brings the ball down. Sees the runner on the far side. Chadwick, can he keep this one in? He can, but he cannot control it.
Just let go.
And now Brackley on the attack. It just feels like it's opening up a little bit more here as Brackley push for a third
tackle.
And a great tackle, and the ball goes out for a corner on the far side. But we are just starting to see it stretch a little bit. If I was a Brackley fan, I probably wouldn't want that to happen.
I mean, the thing is, Gateshead are going to have to commit more and more. So Brackley play this intelligently. They can catch Gateshead. There is going to be space in that final third for them. It's just if they can, play the right passes, get in the right areas, and take advantage of it. It's a dangerous time for the game for Gateshead here because, the next goal, I'm sorry, it's a real cliche, but it is going to be massive. It'll make the game or break it for Gateshead.
Yep. We'll wait this corner to come in. In a foul on a Gateshead player, free kick.
Right, do it quick.
Well, still goals galore down at Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe 3, Boston 5.
Rob Elliott tipped Boston for the playoffs next season, didn't he? Mentioned.
Yeah.
He thinks if they get the right players in during the summer.
Well, they're all set up for a magnificent ground down at Boston, Chapman Stadium. Newton does stay with Gateshead though as Keaton Ward plays it inside to Butterfield. Nicholson, nearly got it towards Ward and cleared out, but it's going to fall back to Radcliffe. Chadwick didn't get past his man.
Got to be quicker.
I do feel that a change is needed now for Gateshead just to try and freshen things up. Comes out to Ward. Ward crosses the ball in. Desamanchi. He wins the header. It goes up in the air. The keeper should win that second time. He hasn't. The shot away. There's appeals for handball. And I think Brown took that full on in the face and it's going to be stopped for a head injury. And Cameron Gregory can count himself very lucky that he missed that because keepers normally can reach before a header, can't they?
Absolutely, yeah. I think he's took one flush in the face. Gateshead fans trying to say that he's He's flirting here, but he has
No,
taken one flush in the face.
He took that as the full force.
Hopefully he's all right, because it was quite the strike.
It certainly was. Well, Gateshead players take this opportunity to take on some water and some instructions at the moment. But Zach Brown really did took one right in the kisser, as they say. He'll have them Kylie Jenner lips when he gets home.
I don't know who that is, Dave.
Neither do I. I've just heard it in popular culture. Well, Zach Brown's still down. I'm from about 4 foot away, full pelt, right in the chops. So he'll be feeling the effects of that one. Dare I say it, they might be doing a concussion protocol here. This is just going to take a bit of a sting out the game for Gateshead, who were, I'm not going to say on the front foot completely, but were starting to try and build something.
Yeah, well, I think there is going to be another change from Gateshead. It looks like Fenton John possibly coming on just to move the ball a little bit quicker in midfield. I think is what's needed, but I would like to see anything more. As I said, Aidan Elliott-Wheeler possibly out wide.
Well, it looks like York have taken the lead away to Wheelstone, keeping that championship race well alive at the moment. Yeovil currently down to 10 men, and it's 1-1 against Rochdale. Pardon me, against Rochdale. But Zach Brown is up on his feet, which is good to see. I think he's could well be done here, you know. Zach Brown, the way the physio's walking him off the pitch.
February, when we welcome Morecambe FC in the further Enterprise National League fixture. That's a 7:45 kickoff. Please check the websites for tickets and travel arrangements.
Had his bell rung, so to speak, there. I'd be surprised if he comes on. The fourth official's going down to ask, I think, about the concussion protocol there.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right. He doesn't look great, does he?
I think his afternoon's done here, Zach Brown. I might be wrong, but the way they're walking him back to the bench doesn't look great. Yeah, there is a player stripped and ready to go. I think that is concussion, by the way. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, he's holding his head.
I think it's Ryan Haynes coming on.
Yeah, it's the right decision. That, well, temporarily down to 10 men, but that will be back up to the full quota here. We've got 22 minutes remain, and Ryan Haynes is about to come on for Zach Brown. Brackley manager trying to G up his players. Haynes takes a throw. Gets the ball back. Scoops it into the box, but Pete Jameson can just quickly distribute that one up towards Nicholson on the left-hand side, and there's a couple of Gateshead players stripped and ready to go. And I just wonder if there will be a formation change here to try and open up this pitch a little bit more for Gateshead. But Radcliffe brings the ball forward. Bowen out to Chadwick. The ball to Bowen was awful from Chadwick, and it breaks down the attack. And now the visitors can get this ball moving. Ball over the top, and
well done, Ben Radcliffe.
Well done, Radcliffe just nods it down.
That substitution for Brackley Town. I presume leaving the pitch, number 8, Zach Brown.
Ball over the top, looking for Keaton Ward, and well, that man, Morgan Roberts, is here, there, and everywhere at the moment. A frustrated scream from Kenton Richardson as the ball goes out of play.
Butterfield coming off, I think.
Yeah, Jacob Chapman is going to come on. Butterfield hasn't seen yet. So, like for like, you would say here. And Radcliffe is going to be the other player to come off for Grayson. Wow. Back on the pitch, Joe Grayson.
I think it is going to be 3 at the back, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or Kenton Richardson's on to right back.
Headed forward, headed back again. Kent Richardson with yet another powerful header. Good bit of head tennis at the moment.
Tell you what.
And he hasn't give that one. The ball across far side. Pendleton now drives forward, gets the ball, gives it back to Price. Now the Lily can play it forward. Just well worked from the visitors. Well worked. Oh, poor clearance there from Cameron George. Great tackle. Oh my words, that is a disgrace from the referee. Wow. The player didn't go down. He has now.
It doesn't matter if he went down or not, he won the ball.
Won the ball, well, 2 balls were won. One tackle after the other. I would love to know what the referee's seen from there. I can only surmise he stood on his foot when he's put the tackle in, but it didn't stop him from running on for the next one, did it? So flabbergasted. But yeah, another opportunity for Brackley to get the ball in the box. Haynes has pulled right off to this left-hand touchline here.
I mean, it is an attacking change, you know, when you think from Rob, because he's got Chadwick and Chapman as his wing backs.
Well, there's Haynes. He nods the ball in. Ball cleared by Gateshead. Morgan Roberts pumps the ball to the far side. Newton does well to keep a hold of the ball. Well, he needs options as Chapman's first touch gets it to Grayson. Now Chapman gets the ball back. Now at the moment we need to see what Gateshead can do. Brackley Town 18 minutes to the 3 points if it stays like this. Bowen gets to Newton. Newton looks to put it into the centre where the big men are, and it's not the greatest of crosses. And now the visitors can try and break on the far side as Nicholson blocks the way. Does very well, but gives away a free kick initially, which was deserved free kick, pushing the back. Well, still waiting for the free kick. Mark Beck to help with defensive duties. An aerial battle. Ball bounces all the way through to Jameson. Quickly rolls it out to Grayson. Grayson tries to get past his man, but now has it. Gives it Bowen. Back to Nicholson. Newton dropping deep. He's dropped into that role vacated by Butterfield. Ball comes back to Jameson via a Brackley player. Right, well, we're going to see Fenton John coming on. Just heard a shout for him down the touchline from Louis Story. Ball pumped forward as Kent Richardson manages to get it to Nicholson and nodded down to Jameson. Nicholson puts the ball over to Joe Grayson. Plays the ball forward. Amanchi couldn't hold the ball up.
It's got to do better there.
There's good pressure though, and Mark Beck closes down the keeper and he puts it into touch on the far side. This is an opportunity for Nicholson to get it in with just some bigger targets.
Little moments like that, you know, grasping at anything I can, but little moments like that and pressing errors and pressing the opposition backwards can trigger something. But Gateshead have got to start making chances here. They haven't made anything notable.
Well, they've got big targets to aim for now. In comes the ball, headed behind for a corner. Well, inside the 6-yard box. In it comes. It's tight quarters. Headed away, though, and it's going to be cleared by Brackley. Ball going to be picked up by Chapman.
Go back out wide.
Harry Chapman on the ball. Ball played across far side. There could be a massive giant killing on the FA Cup here today as Mansfield are beating Burnley at Burnley.
Yeah.
That's a poor pass from Chadwick and the ball, the free kick given away. And, well, clumsy passes lead to clumsy challenges.
No, he's not. I thought he was going to show a second yellow there,
Yeah. Well, York City have doubled their lead away to 10-man Wheelstone. And we've got 14 minutes or so remaining here, plus stoppages. And a referee not in any hurry to get anything done here. Fenton John and even more are stripped and ready to go by the looks of it. It looks like it is going to be Bowen as will be making way. Manchi holds it up well, gets it to Beck, and Beck, was he fouled from behind? No, good tackle.
Yeah, great tackle.
Well, ball brought down.
Too easy that, you can't let him win that.
Newton did very well there for Brackley, and he put it out to Haynes here, gets the ball under control. He's got targets in the centre if he wants to try and whip this one in, but he's got to get past two Gateshead players. Well, a few yellow shirts ghosting through there, and in comes the delivery. Newton needs a shout there. He's done well though to hold it up and clear the ball. Well. Mark Beck lays it off. Lovely feet from Bowen. Bowen, if he looks up, Chadwick's on the break.
Do it now.
Now he sends it to Chadwick. Chapman bursting the the ball should have been released, but it has now to Chapman. Chapman puts a cross in. Amanchi at the back post. Oh, Beck! Oh, there it is! There's the ball back. A good cross in. Beck comes in, heads it in. I thought it was going to go to Amanchi at the back post, but Gateshead have pulled one back with 12 minutes to go here at Gateshead Stadium. It's Gateshead 1, Brackley 2. Well, there's a deceiving one that for this commentator. I thought it was going towards Amanchi, but there was Beck just to nod it into the back of the net. Keeper caught a little bit flat-footed there.
Yeah, once you see that ball going towards Beck, you know what he's going to do. He's going to send it across goal. It's a brilliant header, the sort you've seen many times throughout a great career. It's a great late run as well. Well,
Fenton John comes on for Sam Bowen.
Just might give Gateshead a little bit more control in midfield.
Well,
substitution for Gateshead. Leaving the pitch, number 8, Sam Bowen, being replaced by number 20, Fenton John.
Ball pumped up towards Amanchi. Nottingham there. Does well Amanchi to get past his man and control it, and he's still going. Amanchi drives forward at the edge of the box. Can he pull the trigger? He's still trying to get the ball from underneath his feet. He's holding it up.
Well there, you know.
He didn't have many people to aim for. There's Fenton John, his first touch. Oh.
I dare say if that wasn't his first touch, it might have been a better one.
Comes out to Grayson. Back to Grayson on the overlap. Can he cross this one in? He can. Amanchi and Beck are there. It's going to fall to Beck. Oh, cleared by Brackley. This is a lot better from the Tynesiders. As Keaton Ward tries to get past his... That's a wipeout. Wow. He just got wiped out off the ball. Well, absolute Well, wrestled to the ground. There's a few players talking to the fourth official there. Linesman was right in front of it as well.
Neither of them looked in any way, shape, or form wanting to give it, but I thought it was a foul.
No.
Oh, so was that though?
Yeah. Well, Andrew Miller. He's sure he'll be mentioned in the pubs and clubs after this one, but at the moment Gateshead still in with a chance. 10 minutes to go. Ball comes out to Chapman on the left hand side of the box. Chapman cuts in, goes for a shot. Oh, past the post. As the Gateshead fans get into full voice, they've got something to get behind at the moment. There's still hope. Well, Cameron Gregory places the ball down. Rob Elliott in full discussion with the fourth official.
He's going to get sent off.
I think you want to talk to Rob to Louis Story to get back in the technical area there. As the ball comes down and out of play, goes out for the for the visitors, much to dismay of the Gateshead bench. I think we couldn't see what was going on there. I think there might have been a little bit of coming together of the players, but well, 8 minutes remain. Gateshead 1, Brackley Town 2. Is good stuff from Nicholson. As well,
just hit it.
Yeah, well, the referee wants to get a hold of it. He wants it further back. Well,
yeah, Gateshead really just need to get this ball forward now and start making Brackley work.
Gateshead underway, bringing the ball forward. As Keaton Ward pumps it up towards the area where the big man is. Shirt's being pulled off the back of Mark Beck there, and the ball will go through and out. Well, it hasn't rolled out, he kept it in. So we'll have to start thinking about man of the match shortly, Mark. I think I'd probably go with Brad Nicholson.
Brad Nicholson, yeah, 100%. Yeah, Brad Nicholson.
And Brad Nicholson will go man of the match. As Morgan Roberts pumps the ball forward. Keaton Ward has to get back there and help out.
Oh, great turn, Fenton.
Fenton John bringing the ball forward. He's seen the run of Chadwick. Oh, just too much on it.
It's a lovely idea. And I'll tell you what, if you just a little bit less on that, Chadwick's probably in.
Well, no, that's telling. The throw that came from the goalkeeper. That was a hell of a throw, though, still. And now Brackley can try and bring this ball forward. Haynes plays it inside to Roberts, and Roberts and Chapman can't believe, but he did push him in the back, and Morgan Roberts is still down on the pitch at the moment. Well, he's holding his knee when the push was in the back.
Yeah, but when he's gone down, it does look like he's jawed, to be fair.
Yeah.
I can just see it from the side. It does look as if he's jawed his knee. But I mean, all this will do is just add on more time at the end of it should do, and on more time at the end of the game.
Well, he's up with no ill effects. Roberts back to Haynes from the free kick. Haynes down towards corner flag from Newton. Gateshead managed to come away with the ball. Newton for Gateshead tries to clear it. Haynes wins the ball. And he gets down to the corner flag, plays it off Keaton Ward.
Easy.
And it's a corner to the visitors. Well, there's been quite a few substitutions in the second half. I'd be shocked if we don't have 5 minutes added on at least, Mark.
Yeah, there should be some time, but, Gateshead now, it's getting increasingly desperate.
Yeah.
In the last 5. You think if Brackley can't get one here, it will kill the game.
Oh, without a doubt. As the ball comes in, Becker's there on defensive duties. It's picked up on the edge of the box. Here comes a shot deflection, and Pete Jameson doesn't get to it, and it goes out for a corner.
Better safe than sorry from Jameson there, I think.
Well, Halifax have scored. It's 1-0 there. Gateshead, of course, travelled to Halifax on Tuesday evening.
And Truro next weekend, isn't it?
It certainly is. A few miles to go on the road for the Heat this week.
I can't help but think this next 5-10 minutes, whatever it may be, is just so big for Gateshead's season. If they can get an equaliser.
It's something to build on, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just watching what's going on here. I think it must be a blood. Yeah.
Well, temporarily down to 10 men. Brackley, they're going to take this while they're sorting out their player. As the ball comes in, Beck's there with a free header, and Keaton Ward can get onto the loose ball, and now Billy Chadwick can try and open up, but read well as Newton gets to the ball. Well, referee sees no tackle from behind as the ball comes forward. Kent Richardson wins the header. Oh, down by Nicholson, and Kenton John. Oh,
Give that one.
He'll give that free kick though, and Scott Pollock rolls around at the moment. Well, physio is going to have to come on. Their manager is in a lot of discussion with the
FC man of the match this afternoon, as chosen by the Heat Army podcast commentary team. Your man of the match this afternoon is number 6, Brad Nicholson.
Oh, we didn't get battered.
No, I know. That's just at least it wasn't the groan.
No, so nothing else. We've taken that from today.
Yeah. Pollock still down at the moment. As the game just stagnates with the injuries and stoppages.
Louis Story having a right go at the Brackley bench there. There's something going on the touchline. Unless it was the fourth official.
Well, he'll have to leave the pitch after receiving treatment. Pollock. Words of encouragement from the stand. Price stands over the ball. Oh, and he's played it quickly. Newton gets a shot off into the arms. Oh, what? No. He's going to... What's happened here?
He's taking it too quickly.
Oh, my word. Well, Andrew Miller, centre of attention at the moment.
He hasn't given a penalty yet, so
No.
that's one thing he likes to do.
Famous last words, Mark. Famous last words.
I know.
As Haynes takes it down to the corner flag. Puts it up. As it goes down, nicked away from him. The only thing is, no one there to get the loose ball as it's cleared.
It's got to be offside.
Offside decision
Right, do it
goes
quick.
against Newton.
Just do it quick and play quick.
Your attendance today, a total of 614, including 33 away supporters.
33 away supporters have made the triple from Brackley today, and they'll be enjoying what they're seeing thus far. As Gateshead bring the ball. He wasn't actually marched. The referee let him on after he came on. Ball across the far side. Grayson. Went to the 90th minute. Yet to find out how long is going to be added on. We'll find out in a second.
7, surely. 6 or 7.
Well, Richardson just brings it forward, gives it to Newton. 7 minutes to be added on here at the end as Chapman has the ball now. Edge of the box, cuts in. Can he go for a shot? He can. Oh, off the line. What a fantastic header. Still hasn't been cleared yet by Brackley as Amanchi tries to get the ball from underneath his feet. It's still not fully cleared as Fenton John chases the ball down. Now it's been cleared as Nicholson chases back the ball and gives it back to Jameson. Well, as the ball needs to go forward. 30 seconds into that 7 minutes. Chapman drives with the ball again, still going. Can he pull it back across? He can. Beck's there. Oh, he couldn't get underneath it, and it goes behind for a goal kick.
I don't think he's going to score from there as good as he is in the air.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult header. It's one of them where you think maybe can he just try and angle it back to someone in the box.
No. Well, Pollock does have to come off now, and he's taking his time. Well, it's going to be Connor Hall that's going to come on.
Substitution for Brackley Town. Leaving the pitch, number 7, Scott Pollock, will be replaced by number 27, Connor Hall.
But you've got to say Brackley's game management, especially in the first half, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'd imagine to kill momentum. You'd imagine there's still got to be 7 minutes, surely.
Nicholson chips the ball forward. Ball comes out of play for a throw to Gateshead. Nicholson telling his teammates to get further forward. Nicholson's changing the ball. He's practically sat on the dugout before he throws this one and launches this one up towards Mark Beck. Mark Beck wrestling to get to the ball. Ball cleared only as far as Nicholson. Can he get a delivery in? There's men waiting. Oh, it's headed across. Chapman gives it to Newton. It's all Gateshead at the moment, but can they make it pay? Chapman cuts inside, crosses one in. It's deep towards Beck. Oh, and it goes behind for a corner.
Still think there's going to be 6 odd minutes left.
Wow. Keaton Ward places the ball down. He's going to whip this one in. There's a shirt pulls that's going on there. In it goes towards Beck, but cleared away. Nodded forward by... Oh, well done by Chapman.
Just play. Play. That's a great ball.
Price is back up on his feet.
Done.
Oh, lovely footwork. And bringing the ball forward out to the far side. Can the ball... Oh, he tries to thread it in and hook clear by Brackley. Anywhere will do. The momentum's with Gateshead, but they need to carve it out into chances.
At least there's a bit of fight. You can see it from Gateshead. It's been a much better second half.
Nicholson with yet another long throw. It's been headed clear, only as far as Fenton John. Back out to Nicholson. Nicholson chips it back into the centre. There's Beck with the header down. Oh, it's coming towards the back post, and it's a goal kick. Sorry, Amanchi couldn't get to it. York have made it 3-0 away to 10-man Wheelstone. Aldershot have clawed one back against Tamworth. It's 1-1 there. Both teams down to 10 men at Tamworth. Cameron Gregory taking his time. Ball headed forward. Gateshead falls to Beck. Beck chips it over the top for Amanchi. Amanchi can't get past his man. Good defender, but he holds it up and got it. Back to... tried to thread it through to Beck. And it's getting touchy out there at the moment. Ball forward and Haynes. Wow. Hall didn't look the most athletic chasing after that one, Connor Hall. Ball boy. Nicholson launches that one up towards Beck. Down, Manchi gets a touch, gets past. Can he get it back into the box? He's got two men around him.
No one in the box either.
Oh.
He had no one in the box.
Out. Well, 2 minutes remain here.
It's got to be longer. it can't finish on 97. There's been a sub and an injury.
Southend 5, Morecambe 1. We wait the throw. And we have. Nicely done by Tyrell Newton. Great tackle from Morgan Roberts.
How's he got? Don't know. I was about to say, how's he got that?
Gateshead bring the ball forward once again. Chadwick. Edge of the area. Plays it through. Oh, he tried to play it through for the runner. And now, at the moment, Fenton John gives it to Nicholson.
What a good game Fenton John's had since he's come on, by the way.
Nicholson spreads it out to Ward on this right-hand side. Richardson makes a run forward, comes back to Newton. Back to Nicholson.
They're doing the right thing.
Cross-field ball, picks out Grayson.
There's no movement.
Chapman drops deep to get involved. Grayson out on this wing. Back to Chapman. Can they get the ball in the box? 30 seconds remain of the 7 added on, but feels like there might be a little bit more with the substitution and the injury. Ball forward though now as Fenton John back to defend against Woodscoo. And Woodscoo's got past his man. Great tackle. Oh, I thought the whistle was going to the lips there. Well, the ball forward. I'll tell you what, did you see that? That was a threat towards the fourth official there from that. I think it's the manager.
That is a penalty, by the way. It's a nailed-on penalty.
Wow.
I don't know how he hasn't given that. Big letter for Gateshead. I'll tell you what, if Gateshead score here, there's going to be trouble at full time.
Ball played through for Newton. Can he get there? It goes out for a corner. I think Louis Story's not happy with the way they all jumped on the fourth official there.
It's a penalty. It is a penalty. A nailed-on penalty.
Wow, Boston 6, Scunthorpe 3. As Pete Jameson comes up here. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, Mark. And there is a yellow card for the Brackley manager as well. Well, here comes the corner. I tell you what, he deserves to be sent off for the way he's treating the fourth official there. But we wait the corner. Is there a late sting in this game?
He's making one of their players go off as well here, I think.
Yeah. What is good? Yeah, there must be blood. He must have to go off. Captain's having to come off here. So they're down to 10 men for this corner in the last seconds of the game. In it comes. There's a slip. Oh. Can we get the crossover? Jameson's still up for this one. In it comes. Oh, Fenton John with the... Was it Fenton John or was it Chadwick? Chadwick. And there is the full-time whistle. It ends. Brackley 2, Gateshead 1 here. And yet again, another game where Gateshead slew out the blocks and finished strong. But at the end of the day, it's not good enough. And we've certainly seen a lot of fight, Mark, but the end result is still the same.
It is, yeah. Disappointing for Gateshead. At least had a go setting off. Much better setting off, but it's just got to be better. They've cost themselves in the first half, left themselves too much to do.
They certainly have. Well done to Brackley. It was a real war of attrition at the end there with tackles flying in, contentious decisions. Was it a penalty? We're not blessed with replays. Could well have been. But as I say, both managers yellow carded in this game. There's been a lot of things to shout and scream about, but ultimately Gateshead have lost this one and Brackley deserve their win today. Thank you very much for joining us, whether it was on DAZN. We appreciate you being here on a match day with us and, of course, on the Heat Army podcast as well. Good luck to Brackley for the rest of the season. And as I say, if you're travelling next week on the road, there's a lot of miles for Gateshead. They're away to Halifax and away to Truro on Saturday. So please do stay safe on the roads. Enjoy your Saturday, and we'll be back next time.
Safe journey home, everyone.